aren't in RLCSX championship contention, ruining the day or the whole season for teams that are trying to get there. That's what's going to make this regional fun. Flame opening up the scoring immediately for the top Blokes.
Yeah, look at this. Fruity tries to get a clear to the side. Speed, I don't think Speed, no, he was just up too late. He knew Flame had the shot, and Flame able to get that through. Top Blokes coming into this regional, still very important, as they are, again, one of the teams that have yet to lock into the RLCS X championships, but they're trying to make their way there as well. But they're also trying to just get back in form. They finished in a decent spot, but again, not the top Blokes we've seen, but Liquid, we've seen them rise to the occasion plenty of times that Ronicky does here.
Especially Ronicky. I mean, he has been a scoring machine. There's nothing special about that other than, hey, put it behind the defense. But he just has this uncanny knack for finding a way to make his presence felt in a series. And he did it right there. So we're immediately tied back up. Back and forth the teams go in our opening minute. Still best of fives here in the group stage. All the way through to Championship Sunday, where it finally becomes best of 7. Archie bombing another one downfield for Flame, but Fruity's up to meet that. How about the resurgence for Team Liquid that seems to be cut short by Archie?
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. Look at this one from Archie. Nice angle, but also slotting it top left. Top Blokes able to quickly take the lead here. And again, looking at both of these teams, there's been a little bit of resurgence on both sides of the field. You're right. Uh-oh.
Before we even start talking about how Liquid has kind of found their form in this spring split, Archie is a player that has always been on form since he debuted in the middle or early mid of 2020. A phenomenal rookie, to say the least.
Yeah, top Blokes. Again, they seem to have struggled in the winter, but now things are really looking good for them. Archie has been looking fantastic. This one will get away from him, though. Almost had another goal. He's trying to bump out Speed. The top Blokes coming off of a regional where they ended up beating BDS in a best of 7. They won 4-1, but then lost out to Team Queso. Understanding that, you know, BDS, as great as they are, there's still a lot of talent in Europe. And for top Blokes, they have to be ready to face it all.
Now, Archie has been right at the center of this incredible run for top Blokes, sitting over 2,200 points in the regional standings. Got to feel pretty confident going into the championships, but haven't mathematically secured anything just yet. Still plenty of teams within only 500 or 600 points. What a redirect, though, from Flame. And if they stay on form like this, they absolutely will clinch.
Look at that. Flame lands right where the mid boost is, and Archie, an incredible pass. The field awareness from Archie has been on form for top Blokes here. He's gotten, out of the 3 goals that he's been a part of, 1 assist. He's shooting 2 for 3. It's been the Archie show so far in game 1.
Top Blokes fans will absolutely take this, but they will not stand for this. Just a giveaway right on the doorstep to Fruity, and Liquid is right back in this game. There's still 3 minutes to go here.
Yeah, I mean, that's a quick shot from Fruity, too. Puts it right behind Flame. Flame in net trying to backflip to get to it. But Fruity, a little bit speedy on the touch, and now you start to look at Liquid, because Liquid's still a lot of time here. 3 minutes left in game. It's been a scoring fiasco, but Ronicky able to add another total to that, and now suddenly it's a 1-goal game.
There's still 2:55 to go. We've had 7 goals between these squads. Are you kidding? This is insane.
Good morning. That's all I gotta say.
Right? I was not ready for this. I mean, these are 2 teams that typically aren't lighting up the scoreboard like this. You're looking at Liquid throughout this whole split, averaging maybe 2 a game, and I mean, I can't even find top Blokes at the moment. They're even lower than that. This is very abnormal for them.
And Archie get that carry and try to move it downfield halfway through game one. And like you said, 7 goals scored here. Team Liquid, Speed especially, getting all assists on all those goals. Ronicky and Fruity finding the shot. And that's really what you want to see from Team Liquid, the ability for everyone to play as a team. They struggled with that early on in the season, but now it really does seem like, they've got everything together.
Speed skies one up to Fruity. He's got Ronicky coming down the middle. Only Archie to beat, but the shot's right at him. And an easy save for Archie. A rare easy save for anybody in this game. And even routine saves might not be so. That's popped away by Archie, and Ronicky still lurking on the back wall, trying to set up Speed. Could not. Fruity coming on. Speed's over there, but could not turn on the ball. And now the scoring has slowed down a little.
Whoa.
A little. I mean, it took them a minute or so to score, but Ronicky ties the game.
Look at this. I saw it as soon as Speed got the carry. It looked like he had a follow-up touch, but he was going for Archie, and Ronicky able to react to his teammates' setup. Team Liquid playing as a team. You love to see it. It's a tied-up ball game.
4 assists for Speed. Wow. That's how you make your mark on a series, as Ronicky will sky one away. Speed's all the way downfield. Maybe called on to center yet again. He came up empty there. So it'll be Fruity trying. Ronicky coming on. What a pass! Bar down and cleared away by Cassio. Here's Speed. That's off the mark. Ronicky to give Speed a 5th assist, but that's denied.
This is incredible from Liquid. I mean, despite Ronicky barely missing that shot, his shot accuracy is really good, and he's getting a lot of good looks. Team Liquid are opening up the Top Blokes defense. This is an incredible comeback. They were down 4-1, and next thing you know, they have all the pressure.
What a wild, wild game. Game 1, by the way. Popped away for Archie. We'll slow it down. Got his spot, and Speed makes the save. Does it all on both ends of the field. Flame, that one gets through, and with 26 to go, it is the Top Blokes on top.
Yeah, you're looking at this for Flame with the shot. They double commit on Liquid, but someone has to get a piece of the ball. Flame, deadly accuracy. If you don't challenge him, it's going in your net.
Can Liquid answer again? Speed almost did. Ronicky's there, and Archie had to stay with the play to keep this lead intact. Flame forcing one downfield. That forces Liquid all the way back. They got to work all the way downfield. Archie almost ended it. Rudy comes up empty. Still got that at least almost over Flame. That goes behind Ronicky. He's not going to catch up to it. And the Top Blokes win a Wild West shootout in Game 1.
That was too wild for me. That was too wild for me.
Too much on Game 1?
A little bit too much. First series of the day, I'm still trying to get the crust out of my eyes. Next thing I know, Top Blokes score 4 goals, and then next thing you know, Liquid score 4 goals. There's a lot happening here. But that being said, now that the teams are here to play. And we've seen that when we look at Liquid. I mean, again, down 4-1, those team plays, Speed getting he assisted every single goal, and it wasn't like a nothing assist where it's a missed shot cleanup type of thing. He actually ended up just completely exposing the defense and setting up Ronicky and Fruity with some really clean shots. That was some team play we Liquid fans have longed to see. So for me, seeing more of that as the series goes on is going to be great. But for Top Blokes, the ability to not only manage all that momentum that Liquid have, but then even turn around and take that winning goal only shows that this is going to be a very intense series.
9 goals between both teams. It doesn't happen very often. We've had quite a few games in Europe, just this RLCS alone, where we've gotten into double digits between the two teams. Most notably Magnifico and Barrage with the shootout they had. But good grief. I don't know if we can handle another 9 goals between these two squads. They're usually low scoring and very stingy defenses. Let's see if they return a little bit to normal in Game 2.
Keep your eyes on Speed for Team Liquid. They needed him in Game 1. He was a crucial part of their offense. Not only setting up some close shots himself, but also exposing the defense for Liquid. And Ronicky, I mean, the shooting from him has been stellar. And the same can be said for Flame and Archie on the other side from top Blokes. But this is truly going to be a test. And that's why we haven't really seen a goal yet in the first minute.
Yeah, I wonder if they're okay. Like, can we get one? Maybe? Flame? Down to Cassio. Speed will block that. And yes, things have somewhat returned to normal. Scoreless through the opening minute. Flame picked by Ronicky.
Oh.
That's all Cassio can do to get a touch on that, and had to stop Fruity's follow-up as well. That's a great first touch by Archie, but Ronicky is all over that. The speed is still certainly there between these two squads, but the defenses have answered the call.
Yeah, because the shot placement and the speed on the shots are, like you said, are testing. Mainly just because you look at it, if no one's able to get there, it's just going in. And all the teams are playing in a solid rotation as well. Here's Cassio trying to get on top of the ball, and Archie looks to play around it. But again, defense there, speed. That's an aggressive third-man challenge, but he has the confidence, and so does his team in him.
Popped through by Fruity. Ronicky up the ladder, but there is Archie, who's going to be an absolute pest for Team Liquid to deal with. 2 goals and an assist in the opener. There goes Cassio. No boost. No problem. Able to set up a shot. That goes well high, and it's only Flame back. Cassio was still looking for boost on his way back, but got enough to send that off to the corner.
A little concern, though, from top Blokes. It's been tough for them to get past Liquid. Lots of pressure on the end, but Liquid, the passing in transition, is helping them out tremendously.
This just goes neutral, and Cassio stays with the play. Well done by the former member of Triple Trouble. You could say that for Ronicky as well. That goes all the way down into the top Blokes end, but not for long. Archie looking for Cassio, and that's going to be blocked away at midfield as well. So they go 5-4 in game 1, and nobody can break through either defense through half a game in game 2.
Oh, maybe a
Speed shot blocked by Cassio, and again, we remain scoreless. Hey, this is just RLCS for you. Everything's made up. The trends don't matter. Speed's blocked by Flame, and Archie will guide that off to the wing as well.
Yeah, look at the mini game though here. It does look like top Blokes are playing a little bit more anxious, and for them, it's been giving up so much space. They have to kind of take their time and not rush some touches. Maybe they'd be able to get past Team Liquid, who have just been kind of play away from top Blokes. You see even Ronicky right there with the pass to speed. No one from top Blokes is there to intercept, and Ronicky gets a free shot off the miss. First goal of the game goes to Liquid.
And a 5th assist for Speed, getting that ball off the side. Just one mistake is all it takes, and Ronicky gives Liquid the lead. I believe their first lead of this series. Speed winning through on that kickoff, tried to take Cassio out, and Ronicky looking for yet another, but Flame is right there, calmly guiding that to the corner. Here come the top Blokes. Only Ronicky to beat. Monumental task. They weren't up for it.
Oh,
will they give that back?
Yes. Yes, they will. This one, again, this is off a touch back. Flame is there with the read, and Archie immediately seizes the opportunity. Top Blokes tie it up.
Wow. Who was wondering if it was going to be a mistake? No, it was just a laser of a pass out of the corner. And now Flame looking for more. One-on-one with Ronicky with the flip reset. It just could not get it off. And now Speed trying to go back the other way over Archie. Flame might have faked out Cassio, but Cassio still makes the stop. Little awkward there for top Blokes defensively, but they remain tied. Overtime looming between these two squads, just like we had in game 1. No, almost had in game 1. Felt like an overtime with how long it was.
All those goals being scored.
Right?
But now that rotation, looking at Liquid here on the defensive end, they got to be a little careful. Because, again, one wrong touch. Teams have been playing very well up to this point, but we saw mistakes on both defensive ends that led to a goal. There was just the one mistake. That's all it has to happen here. But does look like we may get an overtime in game 2. Wait, that's a get cut from Ronicky. Maybe a chance downfield. Speed has Fruity across. Will the ball ever get to Fruity? Doesn't look likely. He does come up to try to make a last-second play, but Archie will kill it. In overtime in game 2.
Smart, mature play there. Don't try to get anything going all the way downfield. Just down it, go to OT. It's not like both teams have been bad on their kickoffs. So you don't have to worry about that. Archie trying to bully his way through. Flame harassing Speed. Finally, Flame just backs off. Got the midfield boost, more importantly. That kicked out for Archie, but Fruity had the clear.
Oh, the demo.
Speed with the demo. And Cassio runs through Fruity on his way back and at least altered the shot and keeps this game going.
And you can see Speed was trying to get the goal just by getting a pinch off of that back wall, but the defense was there. Too many cars in the way, but this is dangerous. A double commit from top Blokes. Will Liquid be able to punish?
And they both burned a lot of boost, so Archie's got to power this away, trying to stall out that 10 seconds, get that boost back. Archie's waiting. I think it did finally spawn for him, and he can boom this away. I'll actually carry it. Trying to get through Fruity, and Ronicky instead sweeps in. So, boy, very hairy situation there for top Blokes. They survive for now, but they're under attack again as Speed got the boost steal. Slowed down Cassio a bit. Ronicky denied by Cassio.
Speed has been managing the field, though, throughout all this. You talk about the boost steal. He gets one as Fruity gets a free double, almost able to score that. But going back to look at Speed, who's on the ball, he has just been all over the place, getting demos, making sure top Blokes are low on boost, and honestly getting some really good challenges as well. He is, again, the assist man for top Blokes, but he's needed here. No, Fruity will have to make the save.
That might have skipped a little further ahead than Ronicky would have liked, but he won the challenge, trying to get a piece of Flame as well. Fruity looking for Speed, but Speed had turned way back, and Archie had a free ball up to the center line. Ronicky again, ever the aggressor, staying on the back wall, redirect, drop down to Fruity, brilliant play, and an overtime winner.
Fantastic from Team Liquid. The pop-up, Ronicky up early to knock it away, and Fruity with the entire net to shoot at, gets enough behind it to where Archie can't get the save off. Liquid take game 2.
Put an exclamation point next to that one. Very selfless play from a guy who has been a scoring machine all throughout RLCSX and especially during the spring split. But he gives it up to Fruity for the game winner, and Liquid is in business. All knotted up after 2 games.
And you talk about the shot totals, 12 shots coming out of Team Liquid, and the 7.
Yeah, no shortage of chances here.
Cassio with 6 saves, saving half of Liquid's shots. But the ones that fell in were off of some incredible passing from Liquid, especially in that last goal. That passing has been trouble for top Blokes all series long. And now we go into a pretty important DFH Stadium game 3.
By the way, to give you an idea of just how much of a scoring monster Ronicky has been this spring, there is only one player averaging more than a goal per game. It's Ronicky. He's almost 1.2. Might be by the end of this. He's already got 4 goals in this series. And he's going to add another. Are you kidding me, Ronicky?
Wow. Off of the challenge here from Archie, he played that 50 perfectly. But then again, top Blokes a little too far forward, and it just rolls right in the net. Liquid start game 3 off with the first goal.
Imagine thinking this guy has ever been the problem on any roster he's been on. Assuredly not. What a save by Speed, and the follow-up from Ronicky stopping Flame. Oh, Liquid is on it now. Forced into action very early, but they're up to the task defensively, stopping this from turning into another shootout like in game 1.
There's the pinch. Ronicky, not the best touch there, but good enough to where Flame has to, put in a lot of work, use a lot of boost to get around that. That's a lot of boost used for top Blokes, and Casio with an all-important challenge, though, because that'll buy them some time to rotate and keep up that pressure. Team Liquid got to utilize their chances when they get them, because Top Blokes are spending a lot of resources out in front.
Flame drops one for Casio. Designed play, and Fruity makes the save. The shot was right down the middle. The two defenders there. Was never going to get through. How about Archie this time? Looking for the double. Does not have it. A lot of chaos in front. Flame thought about coming up, but wisely makes a 180 and has to go all the way back to his back line.
Oh, Speed trying to wrap around it. Speed trying to do everything all by himself. There'll be a dim on the play, and Speed will still keep this on the orange half. Casio immediately denies and looks for it. Archie almost found that redirect. I would have lost my mind. But still, Top Blokes cannot get through this Team Liquid defense.
Ronicky, look how fast Liquid moves downfield, and Ronicky does it for the 6th time in this series.
Speed, Ronicky, follow up. These passes and these redirects off of them have been too much for Top Blokes to handle. We saw a play similar to this in game 2, where, again, it was a miss off of a pass to a clear from Liquid. And Ronicky gets another good look at the net. Can't keep giving him those. Casio trying to get one, but what a save from Ronicky.
Unbelievable what Ronicky has done in this series. And this is, make no mistake, a big one for Team Liquid. Just absolutely unbelievable. If you told me, like if you showed me Ronicky's stat line and said, this is what he's going to do today, I'd have called you crazy. I know he's good, but not this good. This is all world stuff right here. Here goes Archie. Backboard. Fruity. Tough play. Doesn't have it. Guess who does? Ronicky. Padding the stats, and he almost got a shot on an empty net. Ran into a defender, and that's the only reason it's not 3-0.
Yeah, meanwhile, Top Blokes on the other side of things. Again, trying out pass plays, and they get so close. But Liquid on defense, not letting anything in so far. They're glad to hold on to everything they've worked for, and some they've been gifted with. As Top Blokes not necessarily playing up to the top level. A lot of misses on the defense end up leading to some goals here. But there's still time for them to get back on track. Just need that right play. It's tough, though. Again, Liquid rising to the occasion.
Team Liquid coming into this regional about 40 points out of a spot in the major. Fruity trying to collect, but gives one away to Archie. That could be the mistake Top Blokes are waiting to capitalize on, but Speed slams the door shut. Fruity stops that ball from going any further. Here goes Flame. Ronicky avoids Archie and makes another save. He might even get back to this. No, Fruity does as he pitches off the post.
14. That's the number of saves Team Liquid have this game.
It's incredible.
8 of them are from Ronicky alone. The other 4 are from Fruity and 2 from Speed. 3 from Speed. Again, it's not like Top Blokes are a bad team offensive-wise. They're putting shots on target, but Liquid is there every single step of the way.
That is just unreal. And this is in regulation. Normally you see that many saves. It comes after, 8 minutes of overtime. Not the case here. Lobbed up. Casio will have this away. Top Blokes still battling, trying to get on the scoreboard, but they've only got 20 seconds left to break this shutout, and it just seems like fate has willed it that Liquid is not going to give up a goal in this game. And they're going to go on match point, down to 10 seconds. Casio, last chance for Top Blokes. Speed will boom it away, and Team Liquid will go on match point with as brilliant a defensive display as you will ever see.
And just so we really get this, 15 shots come out from Top Blokes, and 15 saves are on the side of Team Liquid.
That is incredible.
And this is all in a regulation match. Team Liquid's defense was a wall, an iron wall. And Top Blokes, no matter what they try, solo plays, pass plays, anything, is not going through. A 2-goal game off of some small defensive mistakes. One was just a bad challenge in the first 10 seconds. The other one was a nice clear and a poor back wall read. But that's all Team Liquid needed, and they held on.
I'm going to try and get back to you as probably the day goes on. I'm wondering if any, non-overtime records might have been set in that game. That is not a stat line you see. Yeah. That just does not happen. You get that many shots, something gets through, even if by accident. Not the case here. Team Liquid, match point. And for Top Blokes, they got to figure it out. Good luck. I would not want to be Rams right now.
I mean, are we sure they're called Team Liquid? Okay, maybe now they finally let something slide through. they were Team Stone, Team Solid for a while, but here's Casio. Nice high ball, top corner, and Roniki's been there every single time. He's not going to get there for that one.
See, that's all they needed. Just a kickoff. Imagine that. 11 seconds in, and Top Blokes finally get one past Liquid. Threatening for another, but Fruity with possession. Out of the corner, no boost, no problem. That is boomed away, though. Casio bouncing one towards Roniki, and yeah, good luck. You're not going to beat him that easy. Not today. Oh, that's outfield for Flame, but again, cut out by the Liquid defense.
Been pretty quiet.
I was going to say that for Team Liquid fans, they got to wonder, all right, where was this in the fall? Things might be very, very different. We might have a very different conversation about Liquid at this point.
They just have to get things going. But you also have to give a big shout out to all the people who support Team Liquid and the organization, because like you said, fall was abysmal for this team. But the way they are looking in the spring, it looks like an entirely different rosters out there on the field. That being said, Archie still reminding you who Top Blokes are. Second goal for them.
Yeah, we can talk about them like they are the second coming, but hold the phone. It is still only game 4, and Top Blokes have a lot left in the tank. Second minute of this game, starting very similar to the first minute. It is all Top Blokes in a game they have to win to force game 5 on Champions Field. Archie got a piece of Fruity, and that opens up a shot for Casio, blocked by Speed.
And from what it's looking like, Top Blokes are pulling Team Liquid out of the net. They're trying to give them more space on offense instead of just giving them so much more pressure. And now they're just killing them on the counterattack. Both those goals that they've gotten seem to be off of type of counterattack style plays. May be the recipe, as Liquid have yet to get on the board, and we still got plenty of time left in game. We'll see exactly how things are looking as this continues on.
During RLCSX, I can't find any regulation game where a player had 8 saves, so take that for what it's worth. This goes out to the corner for Archie. Thank you to Octane.gg for having such detailed stats for us all to kind of pour through in almost real time. Roniki's shot goes through, and his reign of terror continues.
Look at this speed. That's a really good redirect, and of course, if there's no one to meet it, Roniki's always there. And he reminds that Top Blokes, you got to be able to make a touch off that own back wall. It's being exploited.
7 goals in this series for Roniki. 7 assists for Speed. Fruity to the backboard. Casio's got to be sure-handed with this, and it's out to Speed, which is the worst case scenario. I mean, you don't mind if Speed is shooting. He hasn't scored in this series. But if he's got the ball on the wing, look out. It is a nightmare for Top Blokes.
Yeah, he's still making threatening shots on net too, so it really has Top Blokes on their toes because they don't know what he's going to do with the ball. That being said, at least for Top Blokes, trying to pull out Liquid does seem like it's their best option, because then they get much better chance. And you see it happening right here. It's an open look on the net for Archie.
Not to be outdone, Archie's trying to catch up. That's his 5th. trying to will Top Blokes into Game 5, and a 2-goal cushion gives them a lot of insurance here. 2:01 to go. Still a long time with the way that we've seen both these teams score. But Top Blokes fans will breathe just a little easier now. Especially after that. That's not a convincing touch out of Ronicky. Archie again, just off the mark, and Cassio was looking for the follow. Now Archie kind of nudging Speed a little bit, trying to make him uncomfortable in the defensive zone. Doesn't really amount to much, as look who's on the attack again, Ronicky and Liquid.
Oh, that's
what
a
a
good
shot.
shot. You saw Fruity going for the ground pinch. He got a lot of energy on that, but still not enough to get past the Top Blokes defense. But here's Fruity solo. I think that's gonna go. No, Cassio does get back in time. Fruity had a nice look at the net, but can't get past Top Blokes defense. Like you said, they're trying to force that Game 5. Liquid coming up with some pressure.
And this is gonna bounce right through. Who else but Ronicky? After all they tried, all the flashy, creative plays, it's just very simple. I go up, I hit ball, I score for the 8th time.
Oh no, everything the Top Blokes working for in this game slowly starting to slip through their fingers, as Liquid does. But there's still a minute left. Top Blokes could force Game 5. They just have to keep things solid on defense for this final minute.
Give you an idea of how good Ronicky has been. We talk about his per goal averages, or per game averages. With far fewer games, only now what, 55 games compared to like almost 70 for Atomic and Monkey Moon. He's very close to them in goal totals. Flame breaking through here, and every time Liquid get within one, Top Blokes pull it right back.
And yeah, Top Blokes waiting for that defensive mistake. Flame comes up, shoots. It's a simple story. 2-goal difference here. 40 seconds left in Game 4.
Can Liquid get close again? Rudy's going to lose control here. Ronicky had to navigate around Cassio, and that's a brilliant ball out of Archie trying to center for Flame. And he's going to get credit here. This doesn't go off him, does it?
It does. Look at this. First touch. He used all his boost, gets the dodge, and then gets
my
that
Lord.
follow-up. Well done from Archie. Fantastic solo play.
That is absurd. Okay, well, this game's over. Speed will maybe score here. Maybe. Nah, he won't. That'd be anticlimactic anyways. As this goes off to the corner, hey, we're going to Game 5. On the back of what has been an outstanding performance out of Archie and the Top Blokes as a collective. The only question now, will they make it 6 in this game? Cassio, almost. But that's all they have to settle for. Only a 5-2 dub as we go to Champions Field.
This is definitely telling. Fruity will get 1. So it doesn't look as bad as it does, but Top Blokes still gonna come out with this one. Cassio just barely couldn't get a piece of that. Didn't really expect the turn. It happens. But Top Blokes, the recipe for this win is very simple. Liquid were playing a very strong game on their own type of counterattack plays in Game 3. Top Blokes said, let's do that, but better. They bring Liquid out, have them play a little bit of offense, and then struck when their defense was weakest, and we saw that plenty of times. Then the solo plays added on to the totals, and it really made the difference from both Cassio and Archie. We go into a very decisive Game 5 where you really don't know what's about to happen. It really depends. Can Liquid make the adjustments against Top Blokes? I feel like at some point they have to know that Top Blokes are trying to pull them out of net.
Hat trick in that game out of Archie, and just the goal totals I was talking about a moment ago coming into today. Ronicky had 60 goals in 51 games. Archie's played 15 more games and is chasing Ronicky's goal total. That's just absurd.
Yeah, it is. This Liquid team has to be very careful of how they move up the field. This is a team that had 15 saves in a game when they were on defense. Top Blokes said, yeah, we're going to destroy that. Top corner shot for Cassio to start us off.
This time it's A for Archie, A for assist. The follow-up out of Casio, and the bump on Speed, just making sure he could not get settled and go up for the save. 1-0, Top Blokes picking up where they left off at the end of Game 4. And Casio almost had a look at the net. Archie will double off the mark, and Liquid get lucky.
And Top Blokes setting the tone here in the first 30 seconds. They're saying, listen, we will bring out all the aggression here if we know it'll break through that defense. Now Liquid have to respond. Testing ball, but Casio is there.
Ronicky full tank of boost. He's got to use it to sprint back and help out Speed, and does bail out Liquid, keeping it only 1-0. Fruity trying to spring Speed down the field, but that's going to pop way, way up. Speed looking for Casio and did not find him.
Oh, Team Top Blokes trying to go for pass plays. You see Archie playing it high. But Team Liquid, they had a decent drive upfield, but now it's getting a little bit tougher. Midfield plays are being cut off, and Top Blokes are making them work for every inch of the field.
The better team, statistically, on top right now. Much more spread out offense between the members of Top Blokes. This is out of the corner, and Speed right there, but he's giving that one away to Archie, and Ronicky and Fruity. Somebody's got to call the other off. It's Fruity. So Ronicky supporting on defense, but they need him on the offensive end of the field. But what they need more than Ronicky is they need somebody else to help him out. Only 3 other goals coming from Fruity. It's been all assists for Speed. Flame to the backboard, and Ronicky makes sure he doesn't get there.
Yeah, at this point, may need just a little bit of help, but at this point, also make sure the defense is on. Fruity will get a good save. Top Blokes are a force right now. And this is something similar than what we saw from Game 3, where Liquid were in net just blocking everything. But the problem here is they're down in this game. They got to get on some offense.
Well, Speed with excellent boost management took the midfield boost. That's going to hurt Top Blokes a little bit. They have some in the tank, not a lot. Now they certainly have enough. Ronicky out to Fruity, didn't quite hit him. So Ronicky will have to take that himself off kind of a makeshift indirect pass. Archie got a piece of Speed coming down. Fruity led Ronicky a little too far, but Flame did chase to the corner. And that puts Top Blokes again in an awkward spot. Liquid playing the long game here. Looking for an equalizer. Only down 1 in Game 5, but Flame does an excellent job relieving the pressure. Now here's Speed, though. 3-on-1. Surely they score.
Oh!
No! Speed threw it off to the corner. Flame with the save on the follow. Fruity right at Flame again, and somehow Liquid come out empty-handed.
They kept shooting the ball straight in the middle of the net. Speed rushed his first shot, and all it was Team Liquid trying to compensate and trying to play around that. They couldn't do it. Now they got to start from scratch with a little bit less time on the clock.
And that is something that has plagued Liquid all season long. If they had 3-on-1, they couldn't not score. They found a way. Now Ronicky to Fruity, and his shot sailed just a little high. Coming up on the final minute, and Ronicky prevents the 2-goal swing.
This is Game 5. Liquid have to show up here. What's getting 15 saves a game if you can't win this series? Minute left. They're down by 1.
4 saves in this one. Speed. Great ball out to Fruity. Speed to Ronicky! One of the best passing plays you'll see all season.
Look at this from Speed. Kicks it out middle. Fruity right back. Speed has 16 boosts, but it's just enough to get it out to Ronicky. It's an open net after the double commit from Top Blokes. But Team Liquid putting the team in that name tied up this game.
That ball never left the ground. My goodness. Now Ronicky trying to create again. Archie picked his pocket, and that's just wide. Fruity able to go for corner boost. And trying to throw off Casio. He froze him. That's all you can ask for at that point. 30 seconds. Archie for the win, and he pushed it to the corner.
I'm not gonna lie, from my angle, I thought that ball was on target. When Fruity went for the boost, I almost had a heart attack. I said, what is he doing? We're in the final few seconds of game 5, and it looks like we may be treated to an overtime unless Top Blokes get something on this drive here.
Popped away, but Flame is right there. Ronicky sending that away. Team Liquid just stalling, trying to get to OT. Maybe they'll even have a look in regulation. They'll Flame getting a little greedy. This is dropped down. Ronicky demo. Overtime. Game 5. Liquid and Top Blokes. Wouldn't have it any other way.
Pushing and pulling. Offenses and defenses strained from both sides. But man, has this been a treat to start off the stream today between these two. Who is going to take game 5 between Team Liquid and Top Blokes?
This series started with 9 goals between these two teams. It came back down to normal very quickly. There's Ronicky. Boy, would have been looking for, I believe, his 10th goal of the series. Would have been the game and series winner, but Flame now dumping one way off into the corner. Here's Speed, who has been only assists and saves, but mostly assists in this series. No goals to speak of. Archie got the win there. Flame denied by Fruity.
That was so scary on the defensive side from Liquid. 2 people committed, and they barely come away with it. Meanwhile, Top Blokes still looking. You saw Flame going for the dunk. But a save does come out. Still pressures. Archie gets a free flip to Cassio. Off target again.
You have to worry about Archie being in the vicinity of the net, too. Just an errant redirect could end this series. That goes off to the corner. Now Speed over Cassio, and Flame just flips back, and that puts Archie in a real tough spot. Rudy coming on. That's out of the corner, but well over the head of Ronicky, so he goes all the way back. Speed will try to win the series. Nothing doing.
Oh, I was a little concerned there, but that's a good clear from Flame out. Offense from Top Blokes, when they are up, it's just, again, suffocating for a defense, but Team Liquid's defense has been the one to be able to manage it. And Top Blokes, they got to watch out for some of these passes. This is getting crazy in game 5.
Rudy to Ronicky. Worst case scenario. Flip. Reset.
To Speed.
Speed now. And he's blocked by Cassio too. Another follow. Speed got a bump. But Archie still pops it away. Look at the defense though for Top Blokes. They are scrambling. It's like they're in a madhouse trying to keep up with Liquid's attack. Fruity up the ladder to meet Cassio. Waterfall down. And Speed finally scores. Ball game.
First goal of the game, and it's the best one for Liquid. Look at the speed from Fruity, though. That beat was huge. Flame couldn't get the read, and Speed closes it out. Team Liquid, the statement win to start the stream off in this unbelievable.
She's like, look at Fruity and Ronicky. They're doing all the scoring. Speed is the problem. Liquid, please drop Speed. And then 20 seconds later, Speed, we love you. Good grief. What a series out of Speed. I mean, it's got to be tough. I mean, players are aware of their stats, right, Daz? Like, I'm sure Speed knows, like, they haven't scored. Winning is nice, but I haven't scored. And finally comes up right on the doorstep and puts away the overtime winner to give Liquid a huge dub over Top Blokes. And boy, does that help them out in the Group D standings.
Yeah, it does. Immensely so. Now, for Team Liquid in the next round, they're going to play against Galaxy Racer, and depending on that momentum that they're going to come in with and how they play, it could put them also in the winner's bracket of the Knockout Gauntlet. It's going to be wild. But something very important to note is the performance. You know, we really did talk about Team Liquid's journey over the course of this season, and seeing them play the way they did in that series, from offensive standouts to defensive stops for an entire game, you can be nothing but putting your eyes on Liquid, keeping your finger on the pulse to see how they do, because they're playing phenomenally today.
Well, this is no cupcake division where you've got one clear front runner and one clear caboose. This is a group that is going to be battling all throughout the day, and we're going to see another one coming up. Team Liquid gets Galaxy Racer on the other half of this break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.